we are going into a topic. Our topic is formation of stationary waves in an open and a closed organ pipes. This is a very most important topic, most important concept for 8 marks in this chapter. It is a very easy and most important. So easily you will get 8 marks. And concept for the MSET and NEET also very important. Okay, so formulae what you get in this are most important. So very easy concept. Okay, so you just pay attention. Okay, yes. Formation of stationary waves in an open and closed organ pipes. Okay, so here first of all, okay, each and everything I will explain. So already you studied in your previous classes what are okay stationary waves, how they form in a string, formation of stationary waves in a stretched string. Okay, na? So you learned there mostly. Okay, na? So now this concept become very easy to you with that. Okay, so later we will see that is a formation of stationary waves. So first of all, see it's a fundamentals. Okay, so what's organ pipe? Okay, and what okay open pipe and what closed pipe. Organ pipe. Okay, see here that is you might have heard musical instruments like clarinet, flute, nadaswaram, etc. Okay, so there we people blow this sound and we get amazing sounds. Okay, musical sounds. Okay, so like how the stretch we use a stretched string to play guitar, etc. In the same way, we use musical instruments. Those are clarinet, that is a nadaswaram, that is a flute. Okay, so those are actually made by the hollow pipes. Okay, na? That is a musical. The pipes which are used as a musical instruments are called as a organ pipes. Okay, na? So you don't think much. So what is mean by organ? What is meant by organ? So why here they took organ? Why they are calling as organ pipe like that? Okay, na? So which are using in the pipes which are using in the musical instruments are called as a organ pipe. Okay, see here what actually organ pipe. Okay, so it is a okay organ pipe. Okay, so while I am explaining, I underline what I am explaining. So you please concentrate. Okay, now so both your eyes and ears also. Okay, now organ pipe. It is a cylindrical tube. Already you know that is a cylindrical means there is a tube, cylindrical tube having an air column that is called as a organ pipe. It is a cylindrical tube. Okay, na? Already you know cylindrical shape. Okay, na? And it is a cylindrical pipe means it is a hollow pipe. Cylindrical shape, a hollow pipe called as a organ pipe. And mostly, if it is empty means it will have air column in it. Okay, na? Yes. So this is about organ pipe. Materials by which we prepare, by which we make organ pipes. Okay, na? See here, by the metals, by the wood material, and by the glass materials also. Hollow glass pipe also will have. Okay, na? So these are the examples for organ pipes. Okay, na? So organ pipes are made by that is a metallic pipe, wooden. Okay, metals, wooden materials, and glass materials. Understand? And here we will discuss, okay, na, in the organ pipes about open pipe and a closed pipe. About open pipe and a closed pipe. So already I hope you understood about organ pipe. Okay. So you try to visualize yourself. Okay. So you remember where you have seen, okay, earlier. Okay. So whatever I explain, you have to visualize that. Okay. By remembering that, by remembering the experience earlier. Okay. Now see here, open pipe. See, if both ends of a pipe are open, called as open pipe. Okay. Na? So casually, practically, we may say, okay, suppose if any one end is a open, we simply call it is a open like that. But here open pipe means, okay, open pipe means if it's both ends are open, if it's both ends are open, then it is called as a open pipe. See here, if both ends of a pipe are open, called as a open pipe. Okay, see below it, I have given a diagram for a open pipe. Okay, so what you have taken inside the pipes are, that is a air column. Okay, we can't see actually air in a open pipe. Okay, so but here I have shown. Okay, that is air. See here, it's two ends are open, ends are open, and it is having air column. Okay, this is actually called as organ open pipe. Organ open pipe. I hope you understood. Okay, na? Yes. So don't worry, ma. I explain slowly because we don't have any time limit. So no need to take any tension. Okay. Yes. So open pipe. If both ends of a pipe are open, called as a open pipe. Okay, na? So if you get the essay question on this concept for writing the definition of open pipe, you will get 1 mark. Simply you have to write if both ends of a pipe are open, called as a open pipe. Okay, na? Simply if we find like both ends are open, if we find the keyword like both ends are open, we will award 1 mark. Okay, so because it is a physics, so we don't see any sentence formation, etc., etc. We just want that is keywords you mentioned or not. Okay, yes. Next, closed organ pipe. So actually closed means we think, okay, na? Everything is closed. Okay, all sides are closed. But here its definition is somewhat different. See here, closed organ pipe means not completely closed. See, if one end of a pipe is open and another end is closed, is called as a closed organ pipe. Understand? Okay, I will erase it. Okay. Now see here, closed organ pipe. Closed organ pipe. Yeah. Means closed organ closed organ pipe. Okay. If one end of a pipe is open and another end is closed, is called as a closed organ pipe. APMS, RMS, RSM Srinath is requesting to enter the shared content. Which content you want to share, ma? Please. So closed organ pipe. If one end of the pipe is open and another end is closed, is called as a closed pipe. Understand? So for this also you get 1 mark. Okay, na? So closed organ pipe means, so you don't have to write like all sides are closed. Okay, na? Yes. If one end of the pipe is open and its another end is closed, is called as a closed organ pipe. Okay, na? So remember, closed means not all closed. Okay. Yes. So one side is open and another side is closed again. That is called as a closed organ pipe. Okay. Next. I hope you understood well. Okay, now Yes. Next, see here, standing waves. Standing waves. Okay. Standing waves. Hmm. So before I go to explain standing waves, I will say something about reflection of waves. Reflection of waves. So here purely we are studying that is sound waves. Sound waves are longitudinal waves. Okay, na? Sir, are they sound waves reflect? Why not? Definitely they also reflect like how that is waves in a stretched string reflects at its okay fixed end and it's at its free end. In the same way, that is sound waves are also reflect. If they reflect, where they reflect are very good question. Okay, na? See here, the medium through which sound waves are propagating. Okay, na? Abruptly, if the medium ends at anywhere, from there waves get a reflective back. Okay, na? Suppose if there is any change in the density of a medium, then also waves get reflective back. Understand, students? So sound waves are called are the actually longitudinal waves. These waves are also reflects. Where they reflect? Where the medium ends abruptly. Where the change in density in the medium, their waves are reflect. Okay, sir. Understood well. If they reflect, how they reflect, sir? Okay. Are the longitudinal waves also reflect in the same way as waves are reflect in a stretched string from a fixed end and from a free end? Yes, exactly. Okay, now see here. Suppose see here in the let's take this is a okay this is a string. It is a fixed. It is a fixed. Okay, it's a one end is a fixed to the support. Okay, now yes. Suppose if a crest pulse propagates and if this crest incidents, okay, at the fixed end, what happens? Remember, students? Okay, na? Yes, it reflects as a trough. It reflects as a trough. These two are in out of a phase by 90 degree. Understand? This trough is exactly opposite to the crest. Okay, na? They get to cancel each other and the particle will have zero displacement. Understand? Yes. Now suppose, sir, yes. Now suppose, now suppose, yes. Suppose, suppose, okay. If a string is, what happening? What happened? Okay. Stop it. No. Share content. Wait a minute, students. Be tuned. Even if you get any troubles in between, be tuned, please. Sorry, stay tuned. Sorry, it is tuned. Stay like, huh? Okay. Yes. Is the screen is visible to all? Okay. So no problem. Here I have another phone. So I will check if any okay difficulty arise. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Suppose okay if a crest arrives to the free end, to the free end means what, sir? That is not fixed. That is not fixed. Okay. Na? Suppose if a crest arrives to a free end, what happens? It reflects as a crest. Okay, it reflects as a crest. Okay, If a crest arrives to the free end, it reflects as a crest only. That means here two waves are in the same phase. Okay, na? See here, this is the crest of reflected wave, and this is the crest of a reflected wave. Okay, na? Both are in the same phase. Then their resultant wave amplitude is double the amplitude of those two waves. Okay, na? So this is the resultant wave. Okay, na? If the waves superimpose in the same phase. Okay, na? So we will have maximum displacement. Okay, na? Yes. That is in the same way. Students, longitudinal waves are also reflect. Okay, from its free end and from its that is a fixed end. Okay, na? So here we may take see here. That is in the case of longitudinal waves traveling from denser medium to rarer medium to a denser medium. Okay. So here, when waves travel from denser to rarer, the interface, they reflect in the same phase. Okay, na? If the compression incident on the interface, it reflects as a compression only. If the rarefaction incidence on the interface, it reflects as a rarefaction only. When waves travel from denser medium to rarer medium. In the same way, when the longitudinal waves travel from rarer medium to a dense, okay, rarer medium to a denser medium, then they reflect in opposite phase when compared to a incident wave. Okay, now. So I thought give some that is information here about that. I thought it will become lengthy. That's why I did right here. Understand? That is about reflection of waves. So don't worry, students. So once again, I will explain. Okay, now while explaining that is open pipe station formation of stationary waves in open pipe and closed pipe. Okay, now yes. Now see here. I will explain. Okay, there is a formation of stationary waves. Okay, in a pipe, Okay, see here, please. See here, please. Okay. Okay. See here, please. Now see. So let's take this is a open pipe. This is a open pipe. It is open. Okay, na? So both sides are open. Okay, na? Now what happens? When a wave is sent into a pipe from its one end? What I'm saying? When a wave is sent into a pipe from its one open end. What happens? Yes. See, this wave propagates along the pipe. Okay. So what is there in the pipe? There is air, sir. Air column, sir. Yes. That air column. Okay. That air column vibrates. During the propagation of a wave. Okay, na? And how air column vibrates, sir? Yes, in the direction of a wave only, because it is a longitudinal wave. Horizontally about their mean position, particles oscillate. Okay, to and fro. Okay, na? So in this way, particles vibrate. Okay, na? Yes. Okay. Okay, sir. Suppose if the wave reaches to the another open end of a wave, what happens? If the wave reaches another open end of a pipe, okay, na, it acts as a wave traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Okay, na? So this is the denser medium. Okay, that is inside a pipe, okay na, inside a pipe is acts as a denser medium, outside the pipe acts as a rarer medium, okay na. So here that is it is not the case of a complete reflection. A part of the wave reflects, sorry, a part of the wave refracts, transmits, and a part of the wave, what happens, reflects into the same pipe, okay na, into the same pipe, okay na. So here we don't send a single wave, we continue sending off a waves, okay na. Further what happens, these are the incident waves and these are the reflected waves. These incident and reflected waves having a same frequency overlap each other, okay na, overlap each other, okay na. And overlapping of incident reflected waves, or else superposition of incident and reflected waves within a pipe with the same frequency are called as standing waves or else stationary waves, okay na. Sir, why they are called as standing waves, stationary waves? Because they do not transmit the energy. Whatever the energy they have, that energy is localized. Okay, so within the pipe only. That's why they are called as standing waves or as stationary waves. I hope you understood well and understand well. Okay, na? Okay. So what happens here? Incident of waves, incident of waves, incident of waves, and reflected waves superimpose with the same frequency. Okay, na? And they are called as standing waves or else stationary waves. Okay. Yes. Okay, na? I hope you understood well. Okay. Sir, yourself you are telling understood well. We, okay, you may think we have to tell. Okay, na? Yes, no problem. Okay. So at the end, I will take the feedback. Okay. Yes, I get the good feedback. Okay. Now see here. Okay. Yes. Okay. I hope you understood that is what? That is what? Formation of a stationary waves. Hey, 1 minute more. रेशे को बच्चे पकड़ का था. Yes. 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 Now see here. Okay. Okay. Yes. So this is a open pipe, and think there are the standing waves pattern, standing waves a pattern in a pipe. Okay, na? Yes. See here, we can observe because here there is no any animation. Okay. Okay. I will explain you. See here, we can observe there are some positions there, the particles. Ma, if anybody are not able to see screen, you, okay, double click on your screen, okay na? Then you can get okay, a screen well, then you can able to see here, at a certain positions the particle, okay, will have, that is okay, maximum amplitude. Later I will discuss what is mean by amplitude and displacement. Maximum amplitude at a certain positions, they don't have any amplitude, zero amplitude. Okay na? See here, the particle which is here remains at a rest only. Its a amplitude, its a displacement is a zero and its amplitude is a zero. But see here, the particles which are at the ends of an open pipe, which are at A and B, so having maximum amplitudes. Students, the, okay, the positions where in the standing waves pattern, the particles will have maximum amplitude are called as antinodes. Antinodes. Okay, na? This is a antinode position. This is also a antinode position, but this is a node because no amplitude. Amplitude is a zero. Okay, na? Yes. So we will go to our previous diagrams. I will explain you there what is a displacement, what is a amplitude. Okay, now betterly. See here, see here. No problem, whatever the time. You don't think about the time because okay, I don't have any tension because there is no any time limit. Okay, yes. Now see students, amplitude. It's a better. Okay, if you go and explain here only. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Here only I will explain on your board. Explain on your board only I will explain. Okay. Okay, see here, what is mean by amplitude and displacement? Amplitude and displacement. Amplitude means the maximum displacement of a particle is called as a amplitude. Okay, na? So you studied in your intermediate first year in simple harmonic motion also. Again, our teachers explained in the previous classes also. Amplitude means the maximum displacement of a particle is called as a amplitude. Okay, students, see here. Okay, so this is a open pipe, and I said, okay, at the end, because pipe is open, there is a free space, so particles will have that is a maximum amplitude called as okay, antinodes, and at the middle, so here this amplitude is a 0 and is called as a node. Okay, now see student, here I will represent whatever the standing wave formed, okay, inside a pipe, okay, in this way. Understand, students? Okay, see here, okay, see here, okay, na? This is the maximum displacement of a particle. Okay, na? So the particle which lies here will have this maximum displacement. Okay, na? And the particle which is here will have this maximum displacement only. This maximum displacement only. And this is the amplitude of this particle. And this is the amplitude of this particle. See here, the different particles are having different amplitudes. Okay, na? But the particle which is here, having maximum amplitude, that's why it is called as a antinode. Okay, na? Further see from here, okay, na? As we move to the right, the amplitudes of particles goes on decreasing, and finally the particle which is here, okay, na? Having a zero amplitude, okay, na? This is called as a node. This is called as a node. Okay, na? Further the amplitudes of a particle goes on increases, and here we'll have maximum amplitude, and this position is called as a antinode. Okay, students, so okay, so we will understand. Okay, if I draw the, okay, now we represent the wave that is in this form. Okay, now yes, antinode, node, antinode. Okay, now so let's take a, this is the standing wave. This is the standing wave. Standing wave means this is the resultant wave of superposition of incident and reflected waves. Okay, now and this resultant wave and this standing wave oscillates, okay, now vertically in the up and down direction. That means actually horizontally it oscillates, but here, okay, now I am representing in the vertical form. Okay, now it oscillates in this form, in the up and down form. Understand? See here, here are the antinodes, node, and here are the antinodes. Antinode, node, antinode. Okay, na? It oscillates vertically in the up and down direction. So because the particles are vibrating to and fro in the same way, that is the wave also oscillates. Okay, na? Okay, the standing wave also oscillates to and fro. Okay, here I represented it in the vertical form. Okay, na? Yes. So the particle which is at the ends, okay, na? Because they are free to vibrate, they will have maximum amplitude, and the particle, okay, which is at the middle of the open pipe, okay, na? Yes, it is what node. Okay, I hope okay you understood well about the antinodes and nodes. Okay, now see students here. Okay, this nodes antinodes form. Okay, due to the pressure fluctuations also. Pressure fluctuations. Okay, pressure fluctuations. Okay, see here, pressure fluctuations. So here that is what a troughs form, and here there is a crest. Okay, now so here, okay, here antinode form, and this is this antinode is what pressure node actually. Anti okay, we use displacement antinode and a pressure node. Displacement antinode, pressure node, where the displacement amplitude is high, there the pressure amplitude is less. Okay, na? So at the ends, the pressure amplitudes are less. So those are called as pressure nodes. And here pressure is high. Because these are the rare fractions, pressure is less, and this is the compression. Here is the pressure is high. Okay, na? This is called as a pressure antinode. Displacement node is the pressure antinode. Don't get confused. Okay, now both a pressure node and a displacement node, those are out of by 90 degree. Understand? Okay. So in the propagation of longitudinal waves, what happens, students? Pressure fluctuations that takes place. Where there is a compression, there the pressure is a fluctuation is a high. Where the rarefaction, there the pressure fluctuation is less. Okay, now that's why in the places of displacement antinodes, pressure nodes form. In the places of displacement nodes, pressure antinodes form. Okay, na? They are all opposite. Understand? In the stationary, in the standing waves of a sound, pressure fluctuations takes place, pressure changes takes place. Okay, na? At certain positions, pressure change is a maximum. At a certain positions, pressure change is a minimum. Understand? So the positions of where the pressure change is a minimum called as a pressure node, where pressure change is a maximum called as a pressure antinode. Okay, now this pressure nodes and pressure antinodes are opposite to displacement antinodes and displacement nodes. Okay, I hope you understood well. Okay, now I will explain. Okay, so basics are important. If you understand basics, okay, so further we will discuss the concept very fastly. Okay, yes, see here, that is here, that is I represented, that is the oscillations of a standing wave, that is vertically in the up and down direction. See here, that is a particles which are at the ends of a open end, okay, now having a more amplitude, and the particles which are at the middle, etc., etc. Okay, so their amplitudes are less. Okay, now so here the amplitude of this particle is a zero. This is called as a node, and here the amplitudes of particles are more, called as a antinodes. Okay, now, and this is a pressure node, and this is a pressure amplitude. Further, this is a pressure node. Okay, now, yes, no problem. Okay, now I hope you understood well. Okay, yes. See here, amplitude means maximum displacement of a particle is called amplitude. And a displacement node, the position of a minimum amplitude of a particle of a medium is called a displacement node. Displacement antinode, the position of maximum amplitude of particle of a medium is called displacement antinode. Okay, na? Just so where the amplitude is maximum, called as a displacement antinode. So where the amplitude is minimum, called as a what? Displacement node. Displacement node. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Students are here. Pressure node is the displacement antinode, and displacement node is the pressure antinode. Pressure antinode. Okay. Yes. So now we will go to the definition of stationary waves. See here, when a wave is sent through an argon pipe, the wave gets reflected at the ends of the pipe. These incident and reflected waves, which are in the same frequency, traveling in the opposite directions, are superimposed along the length of the pipe and form longitudinal stationary waves. Okay, students, this is the definition of okay stationary waves in pipes. Okay, you may write this for open pipe, you may write this for in a closed pipe, no problem. Okay, in the case of a open pipe, what happens? Through one open end of the pipe, we will send a wave. Okay, from its another open end, it reflects. In the case of a closed pipe, we will send a pipe from its open end, and it reflects from its closed end. That's only matter. Okay. Yes. The same definition you can write for both the open and closed pipe just by changing. Okay. Yes. Don't worry. A small disturbance. So again, I have to share the content. Please stay login. Stay login. Don't worry. Okay. I said the basics. If you understand the basics, concepts is a very easy. Concept is a very easy. Okay. Understand. Okay. Is the screen visible to all? Is the screen visible to all? Yes, it is visible. Okay. 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 See here, students. See here. Okay. So definition is over. Next, at the open ends, always antinodes are formed. Why at the open ends always antinodes are formed? Because open ends means it is a free. There the particles have a free space to vibrate much. Okay, na? That's why at the open ends always antinodes are formed. Okay, na? So at the open end, that is a wave reflects in the same phase as a incident wave. Okay, na? Both incident and reflected waves superimpose in the same phase. Okay, na? Compression to compression, rarefaction to rarefaction. Okay, na? So in the resultant wave, okay, na, their amplitude is equals to sum of the amplitudes of those two individual waves. Okay, na? So that's why at the open ends always antinodes are formed. At the closed ends always nodes are formed. Okay, na? At the closed end always why nodes are formed? See, students, the closed end we have to take that a wave is traveling from rarer to denser. If the wave travels from rarer to denser, it reflects in the out of a phase. Okay, na? At the closed end, what happens means if the rarefaction of a wave reaches to the closed end, it reflects as a compression. That overlapping of a rarefaction and a compression get a cancel and gives a zero displacement. Okay, na? In the resultant wave pattern, we can observe that is what we can observe. What only that is a zero amplitude. Okay, so I have some animation later. I will show you. Okay, na? So before that, see here, here only I will draw. Okay, let's take. Okay, so let's take this is a medium. Okay, so these are certain points. Okay, okay, yes, these are certain points. Okay, have a minimum amplitude. Understand? See, this is what you have to tell, sir. So this is the okay. Let's think this is the standing wave. standing wave. See here, it oscillates in the up and down this way. Okay, now see here, sometimes it gets the in this way, and next time it gets the shape in this way. Okay, now see the particles which are here, that means at A, B, C, D. The particles which are here remains at rest, remains at there only. Okay, no problem. You are now the presenter. Wait, wait. We just entered the topic. Now. Okay. Is the skin visible? Okay, wait a minute, students. Wait a minute, please. Stop. Okay, is the skin visible, ma? Is the skin okay? Okay. Okay, see here. Please wait a minute, ma. Total strength is 235. Okay. Okay, students. So our definition, antinodes, etc., over. Okay. At the open ends, always anodes are formed. At the closed ends, always nodes are formed because their incident and reflected waves overlap in a out of a phase, in out of phase. Okay, yes. So now I will explain you harmonics. Harmonics. So in open and closed pipes, okay, that is that air column vibrates with a certain frequencies and a certain wavelengths, okay, corresponding to length of the pipes, and then those are called as harmonics. Harmonics means musical sound notes with a particular musical sound notes with a particular frequencies or wavelengths are called as harmonics. Okay, so now here I will explain that is harmonics formed in open and closed pipes. Okay, so first of all I will take a open pipe. Okay, it is a open pipe. Okay, now so here that is harmonics means standing waves must form. Okay, now so for the standing waves, antinodes and nodes must. Okay, now let's check. Now let's see the first harmonic. The first harmonic. Okay, and we know in the case of a open pipe, the very first one. Okay, for the very first harmonic, at least two antinodes at its two ends must form. If there are two antinodes, at least one node must. Let's take at its middle node. Okay, and here see we represent the wave pattern in this way. Okay, in this way. Oh. Wait, please, mom, please. Share screen. Somebody disturbing me. Okay. Okay. Is the screen visible to you, ma? Ah, yes. Okay. Now see here. If you understand how to calculate a frequency of a first harmonic, see here. Yes. This is antinode, node, oh, antinode, again antinode. Okay. So why this students? So why your annotation requesting? Okay. See here, antinode, node, antinode. Okay. Already you know, students, the distance between two consecutive antinodes or nodes is lambda by 2. That means this total length of the pipe L is equals to lambda 1 by 2. It is a suffix ma. L is equals to lambda 1 by 2. And we know the relation speed of the wave V is equals to lambda into frequency. See students here, wavelength and the frequency of the waves changes, but the speed of a wave is remains constant. So V is equals to lambda F, and here I am taking lambda 1 and F1. Now see here, F1 is equals to V by lambda 1. And L is equals to lambda 1 by 2. Lambda 1 is equals to what from this? 2L. Now substitute here, F1 is equals to V by, in the place of lambda 1, 2L. Okay, now this is the frequency of a first harmonic in an open pipe. Okay, now? Okay. So in an open pipe, if minimum nodes and antinodes are formed, are called as a first harmonic. So the minimum number of antinodes are what? 2, and minimum number of node is what? 1. Okay, now? If there are two antinodes and one node formed in an open pipe, called as a first harmonic. Okay, now? And its frequency is called as a frequency of a first harmonic, or else a fundamental frequency. frequency of a first harmonic or else a fundamental frequency. So this is F1 is equals to V by a 2L. Okay, na? So here I have shown that is how to calculate its a frequency. Okay, na? And he already calculated. Okay, na? There. So here I will explain you just okay. Okay. Yes. See, students, in the first harmonic, okay, first harmonic nodes and one node formed, its a total length is equals to, because the distance between two antinodes is two antinodes or nodes is half of the wavelength. So here the length of the pipe taken lambda 1 by 2. So see here L is equals to lambda 1 by 2 and lambda 1 is equals to 2L. Further, the formula for the frequency F1 is equals to V by lambda 1 and F1 is equals to V by, in the place of lambda 1 you substitute 2L, F1 is equals to V by 2L and F1 is this is also called as a fundamental frequency. This is a very most important. The fundamental frequency of okay, fundamental frequency in an open pipe. F1 is equals to V by 2L. V by 2L. Okay now? Yes. Now see here the second harmonic in the case of a open pipe. This is the diagram related to that. See this diagram. Okay now? Yes. Second harmonic means okay, if there are three antinodes and two nodes are formed in an open pipe called as a second harmonic. Okay, see here total length of the pipe in its wavelength is what? Its wavelength is what? Okay, students, that air column should vibrate. Okay, na? So in a relation, in a certain relation between a wavelength and length of the pipe, and here that relation is just see here. In the case of first one lambda 1 by 2. In the case of second, the length L is equals to 2 lambda 2 by 2. Here lambda 2 is a suffix. Just simply, that is to differentiate the wavelength. In the first harmonic, in the second harmonic, I have taken only. Okay, now in the second harmonic, okay, how many nodes and anodes form? Two nodes and three antinodes form. Okay, now total length of the pipe is what? 2 lambda 2 by 2. Okay, now see here in the second harmonic, two nodes and three antinodes are formed. Length of the pipe is equals to 2 lambda 2 by 2 and lambda 2 is equals to 2L by 2. And we know frequency formula. Frequency F2 is equals to V by lambda 2. F2 is equals to V by, substitute the value of lambda 2, that is equals to 2L by 2. Yes, you substitute and it will become 2V by 2L. And you write 2 into V by 2L. And V by 2L is what? F1. Now 2F1. See, students, second harmonic, the frequency is C, twice the frequency of a first harmonic, twice the fundamental frequency. Yes, yes, harmonics formed in the same way like that. That is, the frequencies of higher harmonics are integral multiples of frequency of first harmonic or else a fundamental frequency. Okay, na? F2 is equals to what? 2F1. F2 is equals to 2F1. Okay, na? I hope you understood well how to write the equations. That's why, okay, I am moving fastly. Okay, na? Yes. Because basics is important. If you learn the basics, then concept it is very easy. Okay, yes. Second harmonic is over. The frequency of a second harmonic is twice the frequency of okay, first harmonic or twice the fundamental frequency. Okay, now next see here the diagram of third harmonic here only. Okay, this is the diagram of a third harmonic. See in the third harmonic how many nodes, antinodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 antinodes are there. 1, 2, 3 nodes are there. Okay, na? And what is the length of the pipe here in terms of wavelength? See here, antinode to antinode, lambda by 2. Anode to antinode, lambda by 2. 3 lambda by 2. And here in suffix I use 3 because to differentiate its wavelength when compared to compared to wavelength in the second harmonic. Okay, na? So here the total length is equals to 3 lambda 3 by 2. L is equals to 3 lambda 3 by 2. Okay, so we have its calculation at the okay, the next page. Yes. See here, 3 nodes and 4 antinodes. 4 antinodes. L is equals to 3 lambda 3 by 2. 3 is being just only. Lambda 3 equals to 2L by 3. And F3 is equals to V by lambda 3. V by, in the place of lambda 3, you write 2L by 3. And this 3 comes to numerator. It become 3V by 2L. And this V by 2L is nothing but fundamental frequency. That is F1. F3 is equals to 3F1. Okay, students, I hope you understood well. Okay, yes, F3 is equals to frequency of third harmonic. Okay, na? Or else second higher harmonics are called as overtones. Higher harmonics are called as overtones. Students, don't worry. Within the 10 minutes, I will complete the lesson. Please don't worry. So you are the science students. 2 o'clock. You don't have any classes. That's why I'm prolonging. Please. Okay. Okay. Don't feel bad. Please. Just in 15 minutes, I will complete the class. Please. Okay, now that is. Now see here from equations 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the ratio of frequencies F1 is to 2 is to and so on is equals to 1 is to 2 is to 3. Understand, students? Students are here for writing 3 harmonics 3 marks, and for writing this a final relation 1 mark, for diagram 1 mark, for writing the definition of a open pipe or a closed pipe 1 mark. Okay, now totally 6 marks, remaining 2 marks for the problem. Understand? Higher harmonics are called as what? Overtones. Okay, now second harmonic is the first overtone. Third harmonic is the second overtone. Fourth harmonic is the third overtone. I hope you understood, students. These are the harmonics formed in a open pipe. In an open pipe. Okay. Yes. Now see here the relation between. Okay. So okay. Okay, here I simplified. I simplified to tell very easy. So in which harmonic, okay, na, how many notes and anodes of form, which harmonic is equals to which overtone, okay, na. So with the help of this, you can say very easily. You take student number of harmonic as n, number of antinodes of form n plus 1, number of nodes of form n only, and number of overtones form n minus 1. For example, you take a fourth harmonic, students. Fourth harmonic. Fourth harmonic. Fourth harmonic is not in fourth harmonic. How many antinodes form? 5 antinodes form. How many nodes form? 4 nodes only. Okay, na? Fourth harmonic is equal. Fourth harmonic is which overtone? N minus 1. That means 4 minus 1. Third overtone. Fourth harmonic is the third overtone. Okay, students. So I don't have time. Okay. Okay, that's why I am moving to closed organ fiber, students. Okay. Now see, students, here in the case of a closed pipe, always at the closed end node form, always at the free end and node form. Okay. See here, in the case of a closed pipe, if air column vibrates, at least with one node and one antinode, one antinode called as a first harmonic. Okay, na? One node and one antinode. See the how we represented the wave. See here, instant wave, reflected wave overlaps in out of a phase. So here amplitude is 0. This is the node, and here waves overlapping waves are in phase. Here amplitude maximum. This is antinode, and this is the node, and the distance between two consecutive antinodes is lambda by 2. But the distance between an antinode and a node is a lambda by 4. Lambda by 4. Okay. Okay, students. Now see here. See, students. The first harmonic, one node, one antinode formed, and length of the pipe is equals to lambda 1 by 4. L is equals to lambda 1 by 4. Lambda 1 is equals to 4L, and we know frequency F1 is equals to V by lambda 1. Substitute in the place of lambda 1 4L. F1 is equals to V by 4L. This is a frequency of a first harmonic or else a fundamental frequency in a closed organ pipe. In open organ pipe, V by 2L only. In closed organ pipe, V by 4L. Observe the difference. Understand, students? Yes. Now, we will go to the next harmonic. See, students, in the closed organ pipes, not all harmonics form. Okay, na? Only odd number of harmonics only form, but all overtones form. Okay, na? The next harmonic in the closed organ pipe is what? Third harmonic. Okay, na? See here, third harmonic. Okay, third harmonic. Okay, na? In the third harmonic, minimum two nodes and two antinodes. Okay, na? If the air column vibrates with a minimum two antinodes and two nodes, called as a third harmonic. And here length, see here, antinode to node lambda by 3, node to antinode again lambda by 3, antinode to node again lambda by 3, lambda by 3 plus lambda by, sorry, lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4. How many? 3 lambda by 4. So here L is equals to 3 lambda by 4. Okay, na? Because it is the third harmonic. That's F1. F3 is equals to 3F1. Okay, na? That means frequency of a third harmonic is equals to 3 times the fundamental frequency. 3 times the frequency of a first harmonic. Okay, na? Yes. So that is about a third harmonic. And next, which harmonic will form in the closed pipe? Odd number of harmonics only form. Okay, na? Third harmonic is a first overtone. Third harmonic over. Next, which harmonic? Fifth harmonic. Fifth harmonic is which overtone? Second overtone. See, in fifth harmonic, there are how many antinodes? 3 antinodes. How many nodes? 3 nodes. Okay, na? Now here, length of the pipe is equals to what? Length of the pipe is equals to antinode to node lambda by 4. Again, node to antinode lambda by 4. Again, antinode to node lambda by 4. Again, node to antinode lambda by 4. Again, antinode to node lambda by 4. Total, how many lambda by 4s are there? 5 lambda by 4. So L is equals to 5 lambda by 4. This is the fifth harmonic. So that's why I have taken a suffix for lambda, lambda 5. Okay, na? So L is equals to 5 lambda 5 by 4. Lambda 5 is equals to 4L by 5. L is equals to 5 lambda 5 by 4. Lambda 5 is equals to 4L by 5. Now F5 is equals to V by lambda 5. V by lambda 5 means 4L by 5. And it becomes 5V by 4L. And this V by 4L is what? F1. So F5 is equals to 5F1. Understood, friend? Frequency of fifth harmonic is 5 times the frequency of a first harmonic, 5 times the fundamental frequency. Similarly, frequency of a seventh harmonic, F7 is equals to 7 times the fundamental frequency. Understand? So here see, F1 is to F3 is to F5 is to and so on is equals to 1 is to 3 is to 5. Understand, students? All harmonics not form in all the tubes. Okay, na? But in the open pipe, all the harmonics form. But in closed pipe, not all harmonics form. Only odd number of harmonics only form. But either it is a open pipe or closed pipe, but all overtones form. All overtones form. Higher harmonics are called as a overtones. Okay, na? See here, students. See here. Okay. Yes. All harmonics are not formed in all tubes. Okay. All harmonics are formed in open pipes. Odd number of harmonics only formed in closed pipes. Okay, na? But all overtones are formed in all type of pipes. Okay, na? And see here the relation between number of overtone and number of harmonics. Suppose if you take a number of overtone, if the overtone is a second, that is equals to which harmonic? You substitute n is equals to 2. 2 is 4 plus 1. Fifth harmonic. Fifth harmonic, second overtone. Okay, na? Similarly, third overtone is a seventh harmonic. So this is the relation between number of harmonic and a number of overtone. Number of harmonic and a number of overtone. Students, so that is a formation of stationary waves in an open and closed organ pipes. I hope you understood well. Okay, so after this, please at the evening, okay, na, you practice this. Okay, na? So these two questions are very most important. Sometimes without giving the problem, okay, na? So they will give both the open pipe and a closed pipe for a essay for 8 marks, and sometimes they will give only open pipe and a problem, only closed pipe and a problem. Okay, na? So in the case of okay answer, suppose if they give only open pipe, that is a definition of open pipe, and how to explain formation of a stationary waves. Next, how to write the formula for the frequencies of harmonics formed minimum 3. First harmonics